The next one on the list is GMP, these guys here. Now, these are our super clever, super passionate. They love the blockchain, they know everything about the blockchain, but they are two brothers from Guatemala. And what they've done is very clever because they've created an inexpensive provenance tag that you attach to pieces of art. And they go out to artists and galleries. But that's only a tiny part of the story. It's kind of a clever kind of sprat to catch a mackerel, because what they're really doing is the big game in town is they're going to get these artists and galleries to list their pieces of art onto their marketplace. So it's a great kind of channel in. Once they've got those pieces of art, they're then going to create NFTs. And once they've got the NFT, they then can monetize that even more by creating what are called bragging rights. I.e., you want it up on the wall, nicely framed, nice little digital signature saying, I'm the only one in the world that owns that NFT. Or it might be a run of 100. So it's a bit like Not on the High Street, who charge 25% fees for their marketplace. But guess what? Everyone, the galleries and the artists, they do all the work. They create it, so it's just listed on the site, but then they do the entire fulfillment, so all the distribution, the packing, and all the rest of it. So it's a really clever model with 3 really solid revenue streams. So ladies and gentlemen, say hello to Balthazar.
Thanks, Craig. Okay, so I love art. My brother Carlos, he loves Bitcoin, and this business brings both our passions together. I worked in an art gallery for several years. Maybe some of you own art. And it always amazed me how we would give paper certificates to people that spend thousands of dollars on a painting. It's amazing. A paper certification that loses its meaning when it can be easily lost, stolen, or counterfeit. So, what constitutes authenticity? What does it mean for something to be authentic? In art, that's a problem we've had for a long time. People have been copying, falsifying, and counterfeiting for hundreds of years, maybe longer. So, behind me, there are 2 paintings, supposedly by Leonardo da Vinci, but only one can be authentic. So let's go on a journey to Florence. Let's go to Leonardo da Vinci's shop, and let's imagine there's a shady figure copying a painting. There's no one in the shop, just this person copying the painting. The painting is La Belle Ferroniere. The shadowy figure is a student of Leonardo, and the problem is that he did such a good job that hundreds of years later, we have no idea which of the 2 is the authentic one, which of the 2 is the real Leonardo da Vinci. So let me see if we have some experts here who thinks number 1 is the authentic one. Please raise your hands. Okay, who thinks number 2 is the authentic one? All right. Yes, it's actually the second one. And that is an important thing. How did we find out that the number 2 was the authentic one? Well, this was a huge court case in the USA, and they had to bring in experts because scientific analysis of the painting was not giving us any information. It was forged by a student of Leonardo in his shop with the same canvas, the same painting, same everything. So that's the first aspect of authenticity, expert opinion. We had to bring in experts that gave us ultimately the answer that number 2 is the real Leonardo da Vinci painting. So, the second aspect of authenticity is scientific data. Any x-rays of the materials we can take, even DNA analysis of the biological components in the painting, that constitutes authenticity as well. Behind me, you can see an x-ray of the Mona Lisa, and she's got a bikini on. Just kidding, she doesn't have a bikini, but she does have head ornaments that are not present in the final work. So that also constitutes authenticity, scientific data, anything we can gather from a work. And the third, and probably the most important aspect of authenticity, is provenance. The word genuine comes from Latin, genu, and genu means knee. It comes from an ancient Roman tradition when fathers would sit their sons on their knee, recognizing them as their own. And that is where we get the word genuine from, the life story of an item. Who owns it, who sold it, at which point in time, for how much. So what we are doing is we are taking all those three aspects and linking them to an art piece through the blockchain. We create an authenticity certificate that is linked to the chain. Only you control the keys to that authenticity certificate. And all three aspects of authenticity are present. But that's not all. We are also letting people list and sell their art pieces on our marketplace. They can display the art on our place, on our website, and we capture a portion of that payment. Every time an art piece is sold, the buyer gets ownership certification immediately straight to their wallet. We get a cut of our payment, and the seller gets also immediate payment direct to their wallet. And right now, we are gathering and looking for partners in the art world, looking for collectors, art dealers, and we're also raising 140,000 pounds as CIS to get us to the next stage. Thank you.